There is nothing so powerful as truth, and often nothing so strange.
New Hampshire is rich in natural beauty. Its 18 miles of beaches and rugged coastline are fed by a web of rivers and estuaries that fuel the economy for many New Hampshire communities. This is a story about legacy and how the actions of ordinary people can impact the lives of many for generations to come. It is also a story about today, balancing the reality of our energy needs and understanding our responsibilities to our community and to our descendants. But to understand this responsibility, we must first take a step back into the past.
Because of its extreme cold and because it has no oil refineries, New England is hard hit by the fuel shortage. But somebody is trying to do something about it, and David Culhane reports.
Aristotle Socrates Onassis, business executive, ship owner, and oil magnate. In fact, one of the richest men in the world. And where is he today? In Concord, New Hampshire, conferring with state officials and businessmen about building the first oil refinery in New England. Right here on the wild shores and tidal estuaries of Durham Point.
The lines were drawn for the Battle of Durham Point. This flamboyant Greek billionaire was used to getting what he wanted. Heading up the 7,000-member opposition group, Save Our Shores, was the young Durham native, Nancy Sandberg.
It took about 3 meetings, but it pretty well got sorted out, and Nancy Sandberg was everyone's unanimous choice to be the president of the group. She was a native of Durham and a Republican as well, a very loyal Republican, and felt that she would be a much better spokesman for us than some of us who were feeling a bit radical about the proposal.
If Olympic comes in here, the economic value of this area could be completely lost.
I think that's why we fought so hard. It was our last stand. Our town was worth fighting for, to preserve it.
As of now, the land is residentially zoned, and the town votes today on whether to rezone it for industrial use. Even if Durham votes no to the refinery, the governor and some state legislators feel the state should make the final decision.
If we really want it, then we can't quibble on some of these alternatives as to site selection.
The fate of Durham Point relied on the skills of freshman state representative Dudley Dudley.
Dudley jumped into it very quickly. She was one of our local state representatives at that time.
I was a freshman state legislator. I was about 37 years old or so. And all of a sudden, it seemed as though my town, where I had lived all my life, was under siege.
Onassis has more than $500,000 worth of big city expertise to back him up.
And it is being supported by the most powerful people in the state, the governor, the editor of the only statewide newspaper. It suddenly became apparent that this was something very, very big.
Aristotle Onassis, the Greek shipping billionaire, wants to build a $600 million oil refinery along the New Hampshire coast. The plan must be approved by a vote of the residents involved, and there is considerable opposition. So Onassis is personally campaigning for his plan.
So if we can...
To sell his story to the public, Onassis looked to William Loeb, publisher of the state's largest newspaper, who ran a steady stream of news and editorials in favor of the refinery.
Does Olympic's promise still stand, namely to uphold the wishes of the people of Durham, and if not, how are we expected to believe any of your other promises?
Phyllis Bennett had started a local newspaper. They called it Public Occurrences. They broke the story. The rumors were flying, but they were the ones that broke the story that it was an oil refinery and that it was Onassis.
The balance, it was like David and Goliath in the sense that our circulation was about 5,000 at that point. Their circulation was, 50,000 or more.
Of course, right now with the energy crisis, I think it's almost unpatriotic to think against something that's going to help really all of New England, New Hampshire especially.
So yeah, we were told that not only should we do it for economic reasons, we should do it for moral reasons. I just think it's utter nonsense. You're going to put an oil refinery in every neighborhood in the country?
The picturesque New England farmland would become a tank farm, sprouting 50 or more tanks to store 25 million gallons of fuel.
I'm not sure that if the same or a similar proposal was made now, that a similar group could beat it.
I believe we are stewards of our planet and of our country and of our state and town. And if we don't care for it and preserve it for the subsequent generations, then we're just abusing the gift we've been given.
We have now the official count on Article 14. The 1,398 ballots cast.
Let us set as our national goal that by the end of this decade, we will have developed the potential to meet our own energy needs without depending on any foreign energy sources.